Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with your daily analysis for the S&P 500 for the trading session dated Monday 8th of October. I'm recording this video at 5 to 6 in the early evening New York time on Monday the 8th. Here's our first wave count on the daily chart. This one requires a new all-time high, but the midterm target for the first and second daily wave counts is the same. At 1508, the fifth wave will reach equality in length with the first. We still don't have a clear 5 up on the hourly chart, so we don't have a clear end to this fourth wave. If it were to continue further sideways as a double zigzag or a double combination, then it can't move into wave 1 price territory. Movement below 1426.68 would invalidate this wave count. It is most likely that the middle of 3 blue, wave 3 pink, is extending, because to see it otherwise doesn't work for the Dow, and I'd expect the Dow and the S&P to pretty much follow alongside each other. Although this does work for the S&P, if wave 3 pink was not extending, and if it was over here, then 3 blue in its entirety is over. The fourth wave correction is 2 degrees higher at blue degree, and the fifth wave we would expect would be extended, like this third wave, but probably a bit more stretched. The target at 1607 is where C black would reach equality with A black, and 1619 is where wave 5 blue would reach 1.618, the length of wave 1 blue, and that would take price to a new all-time high, meeting that requirement for wave D of an expanding triangle. I've slightly redrawn this channel again today from 2 to 4, and a copy on 3 again nicely shows us where downwards movement is finding support. If this wave count is invalidated with downwards movement, because 4 can't move into 1 price territory, movement below 1380.39 would give us a strong indication of a big trend change. However, I don't expect that for quite some time yet. Here's our second daily wave count, which still expects further upwards movement. The midterm target at 1508 is still the same, where the fifth wave would reach equality in length with the first. After that, we'd expect a fourth wave correction and more upwards movement to our eventual target for this one at 1513. Let's have a look at what happened on Monday on the hourly chart, where the low for the fourth wave down here is this point down here. So far, this upwards movement looks pretty typically like a leading expanding diagonal. We have a zigzag for 1, a zigzag for 2, an impulse for 3, and a zigzag unfolding further lower for wave 4 of the diagonal, which must overlap into wave 1 price territory for a diagonal, but it can't move beyond the end of 2. Movement below 1439.01 would invalidate this wave count. We didn't get upwards movement at the start of the session as I expected, but we did get downwards movement overall for the session, which is what I expected, moving towards that target. Wave A of this zigzag has extended lower, its fifth wave continued further. Wave B may or may not be over. It's not clear on the 5-minute chart if it is over, and if it does move any higher, it can't move beyond the start of A for a zigzag. In the short term, movement above 1470.96 would invalidate this wave count. If B is over here, and this is where C of the zigzag begins, then at 1447, C aqua will reach 0.618, the length of wave A aqua, and that would see wave 4 purple, the required zigzag structure, and it would be over 0.66, the length of wave 3 purple, which is the minimum expectation for a fourth wave within a diagonal. When the fourth wave is over, we remove this short-term invalidation point, and we expect either a zigzag, most likely, but possibly an impulse, which must make a new high beyond the end of 3 to complete the leading diagonal for wave 1 orange. This leading diagonal's probably got a few more sessions yet before it's finally over, It may not be over until the end of this week, maybe even early next week, depending on how time-consuming the fifth wave is. Finally, the second wave count on the daily chart, if we expect that this third wave was not extended and was over here, we see it's possible for the S&P that we've seen a big trend change. This doesn't work for the Dow, and I'm struggling to see how this could be a new downwards trend on the hourly chart. It just doesn't make sense at this stage. I think what's going to happen for another session is generally overall lower movement for the end of that zigzag for wave 4 purple. It may end sometime during next session, or it may take all of next session before it's over. And when that's done, another zigzag which must make a new high beyond the end of that third wave. And that should take a couple of days or so to unfold. That's all for me today with your S&P analysis, and I hope that members all had a really great weekend and happy Columbus Day.